Good
to see you.
morning.
Morning.
Recording stopped.
Good morning, Dipendra. This is Dr. Salatin from Turkey.
Good morning. Yeah, Vivek here. Good morning.
Morning, Vicky.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Everything is going well?
Excellent.
Hey, hi, Sally.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Yes.
Morning.
Good morning, everybody. I just would like to connect Miss Dulal, this lady from Mongolia, to an interpreter. Interpreter, can you just connect to Duran, Miss Duran?
I question you are speaking from little away from your mic. I think.
Oh, sorry.
It's not movable, so
Okay, can you? I'd like to connect interpreter to a lady from Mongolia. Can you scroll up the chat box, because I want to see a name of the person.
It's the participant list.
Yes, Miss Drumslen. Hello.
She's on the screen.
Okay, good.
She's saying good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see everyone in this meeting.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you.
John, morning. Could you please ask her to pin you? And then when Sam turns, can she also pin Sam?
Yes, she's confirming it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Recording in progress.
Hello,
Hi.
friends, our members of steering group for CSOs. Very happy to meet you here today. I'm Chai Chai, Chief of Gender Equality and Social Inclusion Section with the ESCAP's Social Development Division. And today we are getting together to discuss how the CSO steering group can be involved in the organization of the Intergovernmental meeting on disability in October. We had an earlier discussion with some of you, not all, because there are some new members who joined in the past month. Today's meeting we will cover about 4 issues. One is we want to share with you the program of the Intergovernmental meeting in October and discuss how CSO steering group members can make interventions on the various agenda items. That's the first issue. Second is to discuss the CSO consultations in the preparation for the IGM. Third is the side events, and some of you are organizing and some of you are participating. Then we can discuss how you can either promote the side events or join some of the side events as speakers. So these 3 issues, main issues. We can add other issues as we discuss. But at the outset, let me quickly introduce our team member. And also, since this is the first time the steering group get together, it will be useful to have a round of self-introduction as well. So I have just introduced myself. My name is Chai Chai, Chief of Gender Equality and Social Inclusion Section. So I'll pass it on to Aiko. And we have colleagues both here in the room, our office, and a couple of colleagues also online. So we will also ask them to introduce themselves. So you know the face, and if you have some questions, and our colleagues can support you. Okay, over to you, Aiko.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everybody from Bangkok. My name is Aiko Akiyama. Thank you.
Good morning, colleagues. This is Ting Ting Chen. I work with in the same section with Taizan Aiko and the other colleagues. I'm also working on this upcoming high-level intergovernmental meeting. Nice to see all of you. Over to you. Do you want to
Your
give
face is not showing.
Okay, Liz showing up. Yeah.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Disappeared.
I think the camera is not here.
You want to just come over here? Just show up.
Yeah, I'm here.
She's shy to show her face, but she's our hero who has been working behind the scene to support a lot of work. Okay, now let's go on to colleagues online. Ming, are you there?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Min Young Kim, Social Welfare Officer. I'm colleagues Ting Ting, and Aiko, and Chai Chai. Nice to meet you.
Okay, thank you, Ming. And Zane? I think Jessica is not here because she...
Hello, I'm Zia. Nice to meet you all.
Yeah. Okay, is Oi here? Also, Oi? Oi, are you there?
Hi everyone, my name is Oi Valaipon. Happy to see you all. I'm also servicing the this intergovernmental meeting.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Oi. Kun Oi and Kun Wei work very closely together to take care of the administrative matters for our work, but also for especially for the upcoming intergovernmental meeting. I think everyone in our team has been introduced, right? Okay, so now let's go to our online. Jessica is not here. Could we
you go up so we can, because there are many, or maybe I will just ask our colleagues online. Now shift to you, our members of steering committee. I will pick someone and then you pass it, you pick anyone, okay? And you can choose anyone and then next person will pick the next person to introduce themselves, right? Okay, I see Miss Yeja Lee. Maybe you introduce yourself first.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Yeja Lee, and I attend this meeting on behalf of Global Rehabilitation International.
Yes.
I'm taking care of the Asia Pacific area.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Okay. You pick one who can introduce themselves. Pass it to the next person. Okay, so maybe okay, Anthony, can you introduce yourself?
All right, thank you, Chai. Hello, everyone. My name is Anthony Saputra. I'm attending this meeting on behalf of Australia Indonesia Disability Research and Advocacy Network, and I also work with Malani, which leads the Asian Disability Forum. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, Dipendra.
Hello, Dipendra.
Yeah. Dipendra has some issue with the sound, right? Okay. Okay. Oh, Dipendra is up now. Dipendra, you can introduce yourself.
He's muted.
Your sound is muted.
It's still muted.
Still muted. Okay. Dipendra, can you? Okay.
Dipendra, your mic is off, I think.
Who?
Someone is telling me.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Dipendra Manocha, Director, Developing Countries Program, DAISY Consortium, and I'm working from New Delhi, India.
Okay. Okay. All right. And Mr. P.T. Lim.
Good morning, everybody. This is P.T. Lim, and I'm the chair of the ASEAN Disability Forum. Good to see everybody here. Thank you.
Good to see you, Ms. Lim. Who's that? Kun Sumjai from APCD. Yeah. Maybe.
Okay, I'm Somchai from APCD. Glad to see all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Aiko, can you call on the next person?
Somebody else? Okay. Next person, may I ask Hiroshi-san?
Hi. Good morning, everybody. My name is Hiroshi Kawamura, based in Tokyo, and I'm representing the Assistive Technology Development Organization, which has been working for the DAISY and EPUB dissemination across the world.
You can just keep it like this, it's easier.
May I now ask Miss Anika Ahmad?
Good morning. My name is Anika Ahmed, and I'm with Shuchuna Foundation, and we're based in Bangladesh. Thank you.
Thank you very much. May I now ask Ms. Zulen from Mongolia?
You call again?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Hello, good morning, everyone. So my name is Adulam Suren. I am from Mongolia, and I'm working for the cultural cluster here in Mongolia, and also with International Disability Alliance. So I'm part of the activities that they're working here in the Asian region. So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. May I ask Mr. Dulal?
Yes, this is Abdus Sattar Dulal. I am here from at Disabled Peoples International on behalf of Shoji Nakanishi. And I am also going to participate in intergovernmental meeting in next October. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. And may I ask Mr. Joseph Kwok?
Hello. Hello, Chai Chai and everybody. I'm Joseph Kwok from Hong Kong. I think I am invited as a promoter supporting the decades. Thank you.
Thank you very much. May I ask Ms.
Hello, everyone. This is Sharifa in Malaysia. I am a full-time care partner, dementia care partner and advocate. And I founded Uniquely Me Initiative, which is a platform giving the opportunity to people with dementia and care partners to voice their concerns.
Thank you very much. May I now ask Mr. Shiba? Please.
Namaste. Hello, everybody. My name is Shiva Sister. I'm from Nepal, and I'm speaking a little English. That's why. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. May I now ask Ms. Morani?
Hi everybody, I'm Maulani Rotin Sulu. I'm here representing ADF, ASEAN Disability Forum Secretariats. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you. And then may I now ask Mr. Winter?
Good morning. I am President Asian Blind Union, presently from Delhi, India. And Asian Blind Union is focusing in Central Asia, Middle East, and South Asian countries.
Okay, thank you very much for the explanation. May I now ask Mr. Selahattin again?
Good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Selahattin Aydin from Turkey. I am representing Beyaz Eye Association of Turkey. I am serving as consultant management, and I am also a lecturer in Kent University of Istanbul. My focus is assistive technology and anthropological and cultural disability studies. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And then coming a little bit to the east, Miss Shanoza Pramova, sorry. Would you mind unmuting yourself?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
My name is Shahnoza. I'm from Uzbekistan. I represent parents initiatives groups of children with intellectual disabilities of Uzbekistan.
Very nice to meet you. And then Mr. Atif.
Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Atif Sheikh. I'm representing SADF, South Asian Disability Forum here. Good to see all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. May I now ask Dr. Sakuri?
Sorry?
Yes, yes.
Good morning. Saki Khondokar. Saki Khondokar. Good morning, everybody. Hi. I am very much happy to be with you today in the meeting. My name is Dr. Saki Khondokar. I work for Suchana Foundation. You know very well that this organization is working on the people with living with disabilities and doing research on them, and also capacity building of the people, and also we are doing the advocacy activities for disability people. Thank you very
much. Miss Samantha.
Hello, everyone. I'm Samantha French from People with Disability Australia. Also, we're also a part of DPO Australia.
I just quickly want to know that
bit of noise. I've also represented DPO United, Asia Pacific DPO United in this forum before. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ms. Oyon.
Hello?
Mr. Oyon, sorry.
Hello. Good afternoon. I'm now in Incheon, Korea. I'm representing World Network of Users and Survivors of Psychiatry, and I'm work.
Okay.
Recording in
Thank you very
progress.
much. May I now ask Ms. Mohabat Lucky Mohabat?
Good afternoon. I'm sorry. Good morning. My name is Mokabat. My English very bad. I am chairman organization Sharait Plus Uzbekistan.
Thank you very much. I saw Shoji coming in. Is Shoji there? Okay, if not, move Tema. It's just now joining, right?
Yeah. If no sound, then move to the next person. So we can introduce later.
Appear? Miss Appear?
Yeah, thank you so much, Akatan. Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see you all. My name is Abi Akram, and I'm from Pakistan, and I'm representing the Asia Pacific Women with Disability Network. Thank you.
Mr. Yulun.
Good morning, good afternoon, good morning. This is Wong Yun Long. I am representing the World Blind Union, Asia Pacific. Nice to meet all of you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Shoji-san, are you able to just say hello?
Hi, just hello. Kabi Korea, GPA, World Disability. I was waiting for today. I want to talk about Korean World Disabled Network meeting.
Okay, thank you very much, Fatima.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm Pemba Chogal from Bhutan. Actually, I'm working in Ministry of Education, looking after inclusive and special education. But also, I'm the founder and the board member for Disabled People's Organization in Bhutan. So, thank you very much, everyone, for committing to this meeting. Thank you. Look forward for the fruitful discussion.
That's more or less right. Yeah, everyone. Is there anybody else who has not been introduced?
Thank you.
Feel free to Tika. Tika, please.
Good morning, namaste. Happy to see you all, actually. And my name is Tika Dahal. And I'm from Nepal, and I'm representing from Nepal Disabled Women Association. Also, I'm with the ABIA team as well, like Asia Pacific Women with Disability United. Thank you so much.
Okay, Vike, and that must be
yeah. Vicky
or
from ASEAN, right? From ASEAN. ASEAN Disability Forum.
Wika.
Hello
everyone, my name is Wika from ASEAN Disability Forum Secretariat. Thank you.
Yeah. Ryungwa, Mr. Sayungwa, are you there?
Very much so. You missed me when you introduced the team. So am I in the team or am I not
you
in
are,
the team?
You are interfacing between the team and our members. So you have a special position. Okay.
Anyway, hello. Very, very nice to meet everybody here.
Yeah. Yuanwa is our special and senior advisor, and also she has been actively supporting the disability networks in the region. Already. Yeah, I think most of you have introduced. In case we missed anyone, please just turn on your camera or unmute yourself. Okay. Anika, have you been introduced? I think so, right? I think so.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, great. Just want to say that most of the members are from ESCAP's Disability Working Group, who have been providing excellent support to our work and also to ESCAP member states in the implementation of the current third disability decade. For when we were considering this steering committee, we were also looking to ensure some balance in terms of different sub-regions of ESCAP and also different disability issues. We can't cover all the issues, but in that spirit, we added a few more members to the group beyond the ESCAP's Disability Working Group. So as you can see today in the group, we have a few more members from Central Asia, which helps ensure the sub-regional balance, because ESCAP covers Central Asia, North and Northeast Asia, South Asia, Southeast Asia, and the Pacific. Seta is in the group, but today he's engaged in another event, so he has to regret, but we will, I'm sure he will be involved in the ongoing discussion. And also a few other members are added, both because of the consideration of supporting because this is steering group, the main task is to support the preparation for the IGM, the Intergovernmental meeting. So a couple of leaders from Indonesia, including Mr. Anthony, also being involved in the discussion, both in contributing to our stakeholder consultation and other preparations. So you may not have seen all the ESCAP disability champions and promoters. Some of them are here, but because we can't make this steering group too large, it's already now over 25 people. So we have not been able to include all the champions and promoters. This is the rationale to just keep the group relatively small, but also, sort of comprehensive in terms of its composition to cover different sub-regions and different issues. Okay, so now let's finally move to the first item we want to discuss with you. Is regarding CSO intervention at the ESCAP meeting, this intergovernmental meeting. Maybe I think it's good, just before the meeting, we shared with you the tentative program for the intergovernmental meeting. And some of you may not have a chance to read it in detail yet, but I'm going to go through it with you now. Should we put it up on the screen? Perhaps it's easier, right? Yeah, okay. So this is the tentative program. Just for the newcomers, this intergovernmental meeting, can you show the title? Yeah, this, I hope most of you have got a chance to review our website of this high-level intergovernmental meeting on the final review of the Asia and Pacific Decade of Persons with Disabilities, which has the background document and also this tentative program. So this high-level intergovernmental meeting is basically to review the progress and the challenges in the implementation of the current decade, which is finishing soon, and also chart the way forward. This is more important in terms of this final review. What do we want to do? What do we want to achieve? We have benefited from the contributions from many disability experts and practitioners through our past consultations, including an expert group meeting and also the stakeholder organized in June and July. Many of you were participated in the two meetings, and the key recommendations have fed into the outcome document that the government is going to adopt at the Intergovernmental meeting. As the outcome document can only highlight the key or strategic elements, cannot go into each and every issue. Many of the concrete suggestions you have made will be our sort of will be providing very important guidance and reference for us when ESCAP is developing its future disability program, especially after this intergovernmental meeting, in implementing the recommendations. So at this high-level meeting, now let's go through what we are going to, in terms of to do at this meeting. I will quickly show you the main agenda items. Then we can discuss your role. So as any normal intergovernmental meeting, we will have an official opening, and Indonesian government is going to prepare a short cultural to, it's an occasion of celebrating the progress. Right? So some cultural performance, about 15 minutes. Then it will be followed by opening statements from ESCAP Executive Secretary, Ibu Amira, and then senior, very high-level official from Indonesia. We are still waiting for the confirmation from Indonesia. There will be several special addresses, which we are still in the process of confirming. We won't go into detail here. And in the meantime, we make sure there will be one statement from the CSO's representatives. We will discuss with you after a while regarding the CSO statement. So this is the main opening program. And then there's some formality in terms of election, the chair and the vice chair of the meeting, and adopting the meeting agenda. There will be also a group photo for heads of delegations because there is a large number of participants. Though we don't know exactly how many will physically show up in Indonesia, Jakarta, but we plan to have a group photo for heads of delegations. Okay, now after the opening, we go into the substantive program of the meeting. Agenda item 2, this agenda item focuses on the review of the challenges and progress. And the most of the time will be dedicated to country statements, but the secretariat will first make a brief presentation based on the survey we have received from governments and also the secondary desk research we have conducted in terms of the Incheon goals, the 10 goals. What is the progress? What is the gap? You have actually heard the previous presentation I made. It will be similar and with some update on the data. Okay. And after the brief presentation, we go into the country statements. Each and every country, if they request to speak, to present a statement, they will be allocated a time slot. There's altogether, ESCAP has 62 members. As you know, 53 are member states, and 9 are associate members. They are territories. They are not member states, but they are associate member of ESCAP. So all of them will be given a slot to speak if they request. And given that the whole afternoon of day one is also dedicated to country statement. We are aware some governments plan to attend the meeting in Jakarta, so they can deliver the statement from the floor. Some plan to not to send a delegate physically, will be hybrid. So after we complete all the country statements in line with the general practice of the UN meetings, intergovernmental meetings, then intergovernmental organizations like ASEAN Secretariat, like SARC, like Pacific Forum, like the other sub-regional organizations, and some are in Central Asia as well. They will be given slots to speak as well. And then after intergovernmental meetings, organizations, it will be the UN agencies and other international organizations such as Asia Development Bank, World Bank, right? They are all in the UN system. And then we will have slots for CSOs and organizations of persons with disabilities, yeah, and other stakeholders. So though we have roughly 4 hours and 30 minutes, given the large number of countries and international organizations and CSOs, so we feel that it's not possible for every CSO to get a speaking slot. Same situation faced by all other intergovernmental meetings. So what we have recommended is in view of the limited slots, then CSO steering committee members, in view of your role and your active engagement in the preparation for this high-level meeting, CSO steering committee members will be given priority in terms of making interventions during this agenda item. So we expect perhaps there will be about 5 to 10 slots, speaking slot. Each slot is about 3 minutes. This is the same for UN agency to make the intervention. So this, if there's a lot of time, that may be 10 or even a bit more. But if all countries have to speak, we may not be able to go up to 10 slots for CSO. But we feel we can ensure 5 slots minimum for CSO steering committee members. So this is the sort of the golden opportunity for CSOs to make interventions. Now, if suppose we have 5 to 10 slots, what we would like to recommend for your consideration is CSO steering committee members could coordinate among yourselves and discuss, what are the issues we want to reflect during the intervention. Maybe select 5 representatives from the steering group, and each represent ideally different sub-region where possible, and highlighting different issues, whether the issues concerning, psychosocial or intellectual disabilities or hearing impairment, visual impairment, etc., etc. There are different issues, right? So we can't cover every issue. So we will need you to work together to think, maybe list the potential 10 interventions, who will make it, and what to do with each intervention. Since you have only 3 minutes for each intervention, then it's better not to cover everything in that intervention. Each intervention cover just one topic, yeah? So because it's just 2 or 3 minutes, right? And then beyond this, this agenda item 2, we will also have agenda item 3. We also have another chance for intervention. Can you move the agenda item now down to agenda item 3? I will explain how you can intervene also under agenda item 3. While agenda item 2 is mainly on reflecting on the past, the progress, the problems, the issues, and the achievements. Now this agenda item is designed to be focused on the future, to charting the course, right? So that's why it's called forward-looking policies and strategies. And we have 4 round tables, which cover 4 strategic issues based on the consultation we had with experts and the stakeholder consultation, right? First roundtable is on harmonization of national legislation with the CRPD. Second is on partnerships. Third is, can you scroll down? Third roundtable is focused on emerging issues in relation to COVID, climate change, and what can be done in terms of the new opportunities. We can also highlight, issues such as social protection, digital accessibility, etc. Now, a final roundtable is on tracking progress. This is more about synergize the reporting of in-China strategy and the CRPD as well as SDGs. So based on our 2 rounds of consultation of member states on the outcome of this IGM, in general, consensus has been reached in reaffirming the in-China strategy and the Beijing action plan. Because as you know, most of the in-China goals and targets are not achieved in the past 10 years. So it's definitely unfinished business. In the meantime, the in-China strategy provides a very rigorous framework. It's very unique, the only one in the world in terms of regionally adopted framework. So member states agree to accelerate the implementation of in-China strategy in the coming decade. So the targets and indicators will continue to be valid. And also at the midpoint review, the Beijing action plan was adopted to provide a very detailed policy guidance, right, on what kind of policy actions are needed in order to achieve those targets on each goal of in-China strategy. So Beijing action plan will also be continuing guiding our implementation by member states and all the other entities. So this roundtable basically focusing on how to track the progress in the new decade, the data that needs to be collected, and many governments are not collecting the data on in-China strategy targets. But we are aware governments now are very motivated to collect the data to report on disability-related indicators and target of SDGs. So we want to link the reporting with that process. And governments are reporting on CRPD. So we have to draw the synergy on these 3 instruments. And also, just for your information, governments have, ESCAP member states have also agreed to proclaim a new disability decade from 2023 to 2032. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you, our wonderful disability advocates and champions in the past consultation. You have made a strong recommendation saying that given so much unfinished business, it's good to have a new decade to draw government's attention to continue to focus on disability issues while they are implementing the 2030 agenda. So this is a good news. We got the buy-in from the government to proclaim a new disability decade at this IGM and at this meeting when the current decade concludes, and also to continue the implementation of Beijing Incheon strategy and Beijing action plan. So these are the agenda item 3 in terms of the future strategies. Can you go back to the beginning of item 3? Now, in terms of intervention, the modality is like this. Okay, we have for each round table, we have about 4 panelists for each round table. And a moderator. Moderator will ask panelists to provide their insights and suggestions through 2 rounds of questions. Now, when panelists complete their intervention, it will be followed by intervention from the floor. Can be from the governments, can be from the CSOs. But we don't expect there is so much time as allocated to agenda item 2 for statement. These should be short intervention within 2 minutes for each intervention, right? So it could be just 20, 30 minutes after each roundtable that allow the interventions from the floor. Usually following the tradition of intergovernmental meeting, we will call upon governments first, and then we can call on CSO members. Now, if we don't expect there's too much time, there could be just 5 or 10 minutes for intervention from CSOs. So again, but considering after each roundtable, there may be 2 or 3 slots, right? So this is where we'd also like to draw your attention. Ask the steering group to discuss that how you focus on the different issues. Ideally, the intervention should be linked to the theme of each roundtable, right? So for the intervention, for the first one should focus on CRPD implementation, right? The second one should focus on partnerships, whether it's with the CSO, OPDs, or the private sector or government all together, the multi-sectoral collaboration. So intervention should be in relation to the theme of that roundtable. You will need to again choose among yourselves, who should be undertake the intervention on each roundtable. Suppose there are 3 slots. There could be, if time is running out, because for roundtable we cannot extend. Every roundtable has just altogether 1 hour and a half. We have to, once 1.5 hours is used up, we have to move to the next roundtable, right? So there could be just 1 slot, okay? But what we think is you can prepare potentially 3 interventions, and in case there's a time, then all 3 interventions can be made. Yeah. Then also we recommend those who already spoken on the agenda item 2 should not speak again on the agenda item 3, right? So then most of the members in the group will have a chance to make an intervention. Further, currently amongst the panelists, we already have 3 from the 3 panelists who are from the CSO steering group, including Senator Meng Tian, Mr. P.T. Lim, and also SETA, right, on the different roundtable. So then, considering they are speaking at this roundtable, then the intervention could be made by other colleagues in the group. So this is our recommendation for your consideration. Then can we move to agenda item 4, which is a final, yeah, okay. So on the day 3, the morning normally is for Secretariat to complete the draft report and translation into official language and editing and this kind of necessary work. So no formal program is arranged for the morning or for the 3rd day. However, Indonesia government has arranged a field visit for all the participants. That will take up about half day. And then after lunch, all the participants will be joining the adoption of the meeting report and the draft outcome document, which government has reviewed and reached a consensus. This is the sort of final agenda item. If there's any issues, then government may raise it, but we are working very hard for the past month and continuously until the time of IGM. We hope it will be smooth adoption of the report and outcome document. Then it will be closing of the meeting. Okay, so agenda item 4, because it's adoption of the report and outcome document, we don't expect the sort of interventions to be made by CSOs, since this is the intergovernmental meeting, different from workshops. However, once the adoption formality is completed, can you scroll down a little bit, just about the closing? Yes. So here, there will is for CSOs to make some intervention. This is CSOs can share some, maybe 1 or 2 CSOs. CSO steering committee can discuss yourself. This is normally official closing is the speech from ESCAP to close the meeting and chair of the meeting. But some government normally at the end of the meeting will also say a few words. This is just the overall sort of observations of the meeting, or thank the chair or thank the host government. Normally it's on the positive side, right? To more forward looking, to express appreciation to our host country, especially considering this meeting is organized outside Bangkok. The government of Indonesia has put in a lot of efforts in both logistics support and other aspects, right? So CSO could also consider, say a few words here to express some appreciation. So this will be toward the end of the meeting, okay? So I will pause here, and if you have any questions, can you close the program? Want to just see if our steering group members have any questions to raise regarding the program and the intervention modality at this meeting. Okay. Okay, can we see the comments? Anything that needs to addressed?
Mr. Chai.
Yes.
This is Maulani from Indonesia.
Yes.
Thank you very much for your comprehensive explanation with the the schedules. So, a little bit technical issue that I would like to a little bit clear about the participation of CSO here.
Yeah.
First is how many CSO will get invitation to come into the official meetings of the official meetings. Yeah.
Yes.
First is and then second is about the yes, of course we find out a lot of new issues related to the disabilities, and also so thank you very much for the CSO statements allocations. We will talk about that.
Yes.
And second is about the what you say on the representations of representation of the last one. I forget the representation that you mentioned 3 gentlemen's name. I would like to propose that relating to the gender equality, I saw here in the steering committee there's APWWDU, Asia Pacific Women with Disability United. So I would like to propose one of the members of the APWWDU to be such as like the third what is it the representation from CSOs. Of course, there will be others who can be as speakers, but yes, please also give the not please, but we have to give the gender equality representation as well. Yeah.
Yes.
The last is relating to the issues that we would like to bring up. So my suggestion is, you said that there will be 5 to 10 slots.
Yes.
Minimum 5 slots. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Here, I would like to propose that we can divide the slots based on the region, the sub-regions. If others, steering committee agree on it. Okay, so that's the technical issues. Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah. I will first respond quickly and then invite more comments. Thank you, Ibu Moleni. You first suggest the CSO representative could be from APWWDU, this Asia Pacific Women with Disabilities Organizations, and to give sort of more attention to the gender issues. Is this for the slot during the opening? We need one CSO representative. Your recommendation, is it for that speaking slot?
Chai.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay, hold on just 1 second. I just want to get confirmation from Ibu Molani on this.
I think I'm not quite clear about how the representation is, but I believe that there should be like initial speakers from the CSOs. So if you decided on 3 speakers to represent CSOs, then it should be gender balanced. Thank you.
Okay. This is more about the round table, correct? Yeah. There's the round table. Yeah, for each. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Not only the round table. I think for the CSO statement as well.
CSO statement. Yes. Okay. Thank you. And the second one, in terms of the 5 to 10 slots allocated to CSO, this is also our discussion with ESCAP management. We want to ensure minimum 5 slots. Okay, so basically each of the 5 sub-region of ESCAP can have a representation. So your suggestion is good. You can give the sub-regional, representation in terms of balance, among the CSOs priority based on that criteria. But if in case time permits, right? In case not that many government speak, we'll get 10 slots, then you can have, number 6 to 10, you can add more, right? So that can be, overlapping, in terms of sub-region, but add more diversity in terms of different issues, right? So I think this first criteria, if it's 5, give the criteria to sub-regional representation sounds good, because it, then within that parameter, then you can say, you highlight these several issues, I will highlight the other side issue, and among the 5 also try to ensure, some gender balance where possible, right? Okay, so I think your suggestion sounds good. We also want to hear if there are other recommendations from.
Am I heard?
Yes. So can you? Who is speaking, please?
This is Dr. Selahattin Aydin from Turkey. Actually, I have raised my
Turkey, from
hand.
Turkey. From
Yes.
Turkey. Okay, now we can
Yeah.
see you. Yeah, okay.
I am a little bit rule-based personality, and I have raised my hand, but it didn't work. Um, I am. I was about to come up with the same suggestion with the Maulana as raised. This is wonderful suggestion. I want to contribute this suggestion by adding another sentence. We have limited slots. This is true, but within a slot we have also limited time. This is logic. So I also want to propose a structure. Say that we have created some sub-regions within the ESCAP area, like Turkey, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Iran, since they are geographically close to each other. And we have also limited time within the slot. So the structure I propose is that the countries should choose a spokesman for themselves, the regions, and then the content should be structured like develop current improvements, current problems, and future expectations. These should be 3 small little teams within the time, for the time within a slot. So this is the suggestion I wanted to share.
Thank you. Thank you for your suggestions. Also, we want to hear from other members, whether you have any thoughts on this.
Yeah, may I speak?
Sorry. Yes.
Oh, Abia, is it? Yeah, Abia
Yes,
has raised her hand. Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I second Molani. Thank you, Molani, for raising this very important point of inclusion and like equality for women with disabilities, representation in the main panels and the slots where we are getting equal representation. Thank you. Secondly, regarding the statements, I was just mentioning like if we develop one consolidated statement, so that could cover the region, the diversity of the disabilities, equal representation of all the sub-regions. That consolidated statement will be delivered first whenever we get the slot by one of the CSO, and after that we will more focused on the individual statements. As you mentioned, like we might get the slot 2 or 3, but at first we can just deliver that consolidated statement, so we can't miss any of the thematic areas or any country or specific requirements, and after that we can more focus on the gender, on the diversity of the intellectual disabilities, psychosocial support workers. So that kind of like small statements, if we get the chance, so then we can decide and speak. I'm just sharing that with the IUPRSM practices, what we do, so it equally represent all constituencies. Thirdly, we can develop a very strong content of our statements beforehand. So once we deliver, we have like specific points agreed within the group, and then we can share that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Abia, for your suggestion. Just 1 minute. Just to reiterate, the suggestion from Abia is for the first CSO statement at the opening. Her suggestion is it should be representing the all CSOs, right? Not on a particular sub-region, not on a particular issue, but it's consolidated. Based on the concerns and discussions among CSOs. I think this makes sense because the opening normally captures a lot of attention, right? And we have deep dive into different issues later on through roundtable. But here, it should be overarching observations, overarching recommendations. So whoever you select as a CSO representative, that is representative basically deliver this statement on behalf of all CSOs. not representing one particular CSO. Yeah, so I think this is also what the Secretariat will recommend. And then later on, we have 5 to 10 slots. Different sub-regions can highlight their specific issue. Okay, I will call on.
আজকে বিকালের দিকে আসো।
You have more hands? Yeah, Miss Lee, please.
Yeah, I have some technical question because now we have 2 parts to attend this meeting. Someone physically attended that meeting, so the other one will be online. So how we can, intervene equally when we proceed our intergovernmental meeting? So that is my question.
How to intervene? Yeah, so during the.
So they have to pre-register and then we'll have a speaking note.
Yeah, okay. Ms. Yejia?
Yeah.
I want to take this opportunity to also address the issue Moliani raised about CSO participation, right? We have sent out the invitation to all of you, along with the invitation to about 160 CSOs, okay? And we haven't received the confirmation or registration. So I want to emphasize that it's very, very important if you decide to attend the meeting, whether come to Jakarta in person or do online participation, you need to register at our website. Okay, my colleague earlier had showed the link to the meeting where the registration portal, the registration link is provided. No, it was in the invitation. Okay, so my colleague just reminded me because we don't want to open the registration to public, right? Only invited CSOs can register. So either those are active in Asia Pacific region or some global CSOs are invited because they are registered on the ECSOC. So only those CSOs with credentials, are invited to this meeting. So you must do 2 things, okay, to ensure your participation. One is respond to our invitation and send the letter of credentials from your organization. You may nominate 2 or 3 or 5, right, to attend the meeting, but list everyone's name, okay, ideally also title of the person in your organization. If you are the head of the organization, you can also put your own name in the letter of nomination, right? We have the situation the person has to nominate himself or herself if he's the president of the CSO, correct? But we need that official letter. So the letter should have the letterhead of your organization and your name in the letter saying this is to confirm the following people who have been nominated by the organization to attend the meeting. So upon sending us this letter, in the meantime or immediately after that, please register at the portal. The link is provided in the invitation letter. And
I know that,
everyone has to register, okay? So then everyone who has registered will receive a meeting link. We're going to use Zoom for this meeting to make it easier for CSO participants. And as I said, that not all the CSOs who are invited to the meeting have the opportunity to speak because just 100, 200 people, right? Too many. So the intervention, if you want to speak, we need to before the meeting, we need you to fill in the speaker's form and so request to speak on the agenda item 2, or so request to speak on the agenda item 3. And then the chair will call on you to speak if you have sent the speaker request. Okay? Yeah, so you may be making intervention from the meeting room in Jakarta or online. So this is the technical details we will discuss with you. Ms. Yeja, I just want to mention that we need this group, CSO steering committee, to discuss how to allocate the 5 to 10 slots for agenda item 2. Yeah, and the two, I think maybe altogether about 4 to 10 slots potentially on the agenda item 3, which means after each round table, there may be slot 1 to 3 slots for CSO from your group, steering group, to make intervention. Okay, we after this meeting, what we would like to suggest is the steering group members discuss and coordinate among yourself to make a decision. How do you allocate altogether this? I think altogether there are about 15 to 20 slots, right? So it's quite a lot of slots, right? And who can make the intervention? And once you make the decision, you can send the speaker request to us. We will make sure the chair call on you during the meeting for interventions.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Then I saw, according to the hand raised, next one should be Mr. Atif. Atif.
Thank you very much. My two very important points have been already mentioned by Mulani and Abia. So I would not repeat that we had a good discussion after those points. My third point was about the nomination for the moderators for the round table. So should we have a person with disabilities representation in all the round tables, in the moderators and facilitators, plus do we need to
have a person with disability?
Have consolidated statements for each round table as well to initiate the discussion. So we need to work on it, like as they mentioned, that we need to present a gender balance and disability and all the issues holistically. So do we need a consolidated statement the round table, and how the round moderators and facilitators will be nominated and selected? I need a little bit clarity on that point from the Secretariat. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Atif. Just to confirm on each roundtable in terms of the panelists selected, we have at least one person with disability. For example, Senator Montier in roundtable 2, right? And he
Recording in progress.
For agenda item 2, this group responsible for agenda item 3, or you could also just discuss together, and then saying, how do we come up with, normally my experience is we cannot have 5-10 people working on one statement. It's just not possible, right? So you can have a focal point, maybe 2 people working on the statement, CSO statement after roundtable 1, focusing on CRPD, right? And 2 people among you, selected among you, working on the CRPD. Now the second issue is about partnership with government, CSO, and the private sector, right? So what kind of issues you want to tease out in your 3 minutes, 2 minutes, only 2 minutes intervention, right? About the partnership, everything perhaps has been said a lot by the panel, but you could add a few important issues for consideration through intervention. So this group can ask 2 members, say 2 of you work on this initial intervention or statement and share with the group for comments, right? So this way, I think you can distribute the work among the committee members, right? And not anyone is overburdened with all the tasks. So this, I hope, could be achieved through the follow-up meetings of the steering group members. Thank you, Atif. Yeah. Okay, Joseph Kwok.
Thank you, Chacha, and all my friends. I just want to say I support all previous suggestions regarding the speaking slots, and especially at the opening statement to provide a consolidated CSO statement. I think this is very, very important. I wish also to share that the champions and promoters, they are organizing a side event on the 20th of October, and we are also trying our best to produce an outcome statement. So we wish that there will be a chance for us to share our statement in one of the potential vacant slots or through other channels, and to reiterate our commitment to joining ESCAP, supporting post-2022 decade endeavors. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Joseph. Yeah, so this can be discussed. Thank you for also informing. I was planning to ask the champions and promoters to brief the group about the side event. Maybe we can talk about it now, since we already discussed this.
There might be other questions.
In your comments. On comments.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we move to the side event a bit later. I want to call on those others who want to make a comment. Tika, and then Tika, please.
We have questions in the comments. Yeah.
Tika, would you like to make an intervention? Yes.
Okay. Actually, I wanted to know that the government delegation will participate or not from Nepal. If not, how could we intervene or pressurize to participate to the conference? That is the thing. And if more OPDs representative, they want to participate in the conference, and if they able to pay themselves, is it possible or not? That is my concern. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, valid question. Good question, Tika. So first about Nepali government, we haven't received their registration yet, but all governments have been invited. We will be following up with all governments, urge them to register as soon as possible. Secondly, I want to say that we have been encouraging governments to include a CSO representative in the government delegations. So for example, Tika, if the government of Nepal include you in their government delegation, and they under agenda item 2 or 3, they say, Tika, could you make the statement on behalf of government of Nepal? That's also possible, right? Because whatever decided by government, if they want their secretary, they want their director to make a statement, that's up to the government. So some government, we noticed that they also ask a CSO to speak. So they want to give that slot allocated to the government, to their CSO. That will be also a nice gesture, right? Because once you are in a government delegation, you represent that country, right? That's different from the CSO slot we are talking about. So you may want to reach out to the government of Nepal, the relevant ministry. Maybe it's also good to remind them, please register, right? And a lot of CSOs have very close relationship with their government. So this is a chance for you to lobby, saying, why don't you include us in the delegation? It shows the government is inclusive. Okay, so this is the excellent suggestion. So we urge all the CSOs to reach out to your government. Yeah, if you can be included in the government delegation, that would be wonderful. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. And another one, OPDs, other, besides that, other more OPDs representative, those who want to participate and able to pay themselves. Is it possible or not?
We have invited more than 160 OPDs altogether, right? So right now it's already a large number, and it's quite difficult to invite more. However, if there are more OPDs that are interested in attending the meeting, we are broadcasting the meeting through YouTube live. So we will put the link to YouTube on our website, and you can share the link with other OPDs. Everybody have access to YouTube, right? So they can view. We can't have too many OPDs active at the country level, because some of them have language problems, right? And some of them are not accredited, and we cannot check and confirm everyone's background. So most CSOs, as you will see, are those who are active at the regional level or sub-regional level. Some are maybe national OPDs, but they have been actively participating in the regional activities, right? And they also can understand, the official languages used for the intergovernmental meeting, right? Yeah. So for other OPDs, feel free to share the link of the meeting to them so they can observe. But you are in the meeting, you are in the among the invitees, right? So if they have any suggestions, they can send it through you, and you can share with the steering group, saying how do we reflect these issues in our joint statement. Okay. All right. Thank you, Tika. Now let me invite Dulam Suran, Miss Dulam Suran from Mongolia. Yeah. Oh, Gigi. Yes.
Are you able to see me? Hi. I have a question actually. Not really a question, but a comment or a suggestion. I think first of all, thank you to ESCAP for including the disabled in this very important meeting. I think it's the point of it is that as we celebrate the decade of this decade, it's important to show what the interaction and the cooperation has been done among the OPDs. So I think it's really crucial that we report that back to during this event. But I wanted to ask, with regard to the limitations of the people we're presenting, I remember that Incheon Incheon and how and in development in Asia Pacific for the people with disabilities. So I think what's important, the focus is not so much on OPDs, but it's to think on the systemically how we actually have this OPDs involved. And we talk about the limitations in terms of resources and whether they are able to attend the meeting. I think what's better is that the point is that we want to highlight the work that has been done by the OPDs and to see how the government has supported the OPDs in terms of what has been done in the past 10 years in this decade. So I think for the OPDs to be involved, I think with the support of UNESCAP, maybe some governments are able to also have their OPDs part of the delegation, and also to provide all this information back to their organizations. So yeah, I think that's just a suggestion that I have with regard to this meeting. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for your suggestion. It's excellent. If OPD engagement has been a very critical issue, and also highlighted in the expert group meeting we organized, and also the stakeholder consultation. And we also put this issue engagement of OPDs in the outcome document for government to consider. And we know that they are all supporting meaningful engagement of OPDs. And this is going to be consensus among the government as we expect. Now, in terms of how to highlight the achievements, progress made by the government in engage OPDs, there are two ways of doing it. One is the specific country. For example, you are from Mongolia or based in Mongolia. So if you are able to speak with the Mongolian government representatives and saying that, in your statement, it's important to highlight how you engage the OPD in the disability work and show the concrete results through the engagement. That will be great because we want a concrete example, right? Not just a general issue, it's important to engage, but how? So if there are several wonderful examples from Mongolia, from government of Indonesia, or whatever country, for example, in the country statement by government representative highlight what they did to engage OPDs. That will be very inspiring to many other countries, right? So we need this kind of concrete examples. Secondly, in the CSO statement, whoever you choose to represent the CSO, whether in the beginning, at the opening, the joint statement, this is an issue. It's really important to highlight the importance of OPD engagement in all disability-related work and beyond disability in order to make our economic, social development truly disability inclusive, make our political participation inclusive, right? So CSO can put in your joint statement, you can put this issue of engagement of OPD highlighted in your joint statement. And also subsequent slots where, relevant, you can bring up the issue as well. Okay, that's my response. Thank you. So, what? Introduction paper?
Information paper.
Yes. Okay. Next, may I call on Mr. Dulal, Mr. Sattar Dulal.
Thank you very much, everybody. I think everybody has given very good inputs, and I endorse all this input. And lastly, the Dulam's song is said very correctly. That is one of the key issues that I think is ESCAP may consider it. And my point is that one is that in the agenda what you shared, and I want to request to revise the little bit in the agenda, innovative partnership and engagement of of organization of person with disabilities, because partnership is actually relevant with the OP organization, not with that much with a person, because it is for government. So I hope that you understand. I'm also able to give you more explanation about it if you want. And important things is that another there is a Sata, there is a Monty. Montian is also lead the two session, is very good. They are very great experience person. I like it. And same time, as Maulani said, there should have a leader, women leader with disabilities from experience. OPDs is better to have one, and experienced OPDs who is very good to speak, very good to speak. Yeah, that is very important. And another point I like to say, Sai, that is who is the speaker is very important. It is representative of OPDs. It is very important. I think it should be representative of OPDs, and it should be it should be popular. I mean, like a DPI, like someone is bigger, global, bigger organization who is really contribute in this world for changing the life of disabled people. And that representative, I think I want to see in the opening session to speak, and that is acceptable to me, because I'm not, support any someone like to speak with a disability. It should be the proper representative, and that is one thing. And another thing is that because it is I don't know how to you accommodate it, as I think it is better to have the opportunity to talk only about OPD's role in the intergovernmental in this intergovernmental meeting, because till today, my friend, till today, OPD again started, and not only OPD, even disabled people are started to deprived by political decision in many countries, and by very cleverly using the terminology like such as disability inclusive. It should be the person with disability inclusive, and these types of terminology actually using for the challenging the leadership of disabled people. And that I want to say that please think about these are my point. I want to say that. Thank you very much.
সিঙ্গারানতে গেছে হ্যাঁ না না অসুবিধা নেই
Okay, please mute yourself when you are not speaking. Thank you, Mr. Dulal, for several recommendations and well noted. And we have been highlighting the importance of OPDs in the outcome document in our agenda. That's why we have a dedicated roundtable focusing on the partnership issue and with the concern of OPDs at the center of it, whether it's government or private sector, but the engagement of OPDs is at the center of this roundtable. And also a range of speakers are representing OPDs. For example, Mr. P.T. Lin will be speaking on this at this roundtable representing ASEAN Disability Forum. We won't be able to invite each and every OPDs, but we definitely want so to have, and also we want our OPDs from our region. We are a regional organization, right? So, sorry, is this my? It's Srinivas. Okay, can you send a message saying I will call him later? Yeah, sorry. So whether it's an opening or the round table where possible, we want to give the opportunities to OPDs from Asia Pacific. So we recommend when you because when the group look into the representative of OPDs for different slots, of course, global OPDs, if they have a member in the region, they can also represent, right? Yeah, during the different slots. But the main focus would be the OPDs come from Asia Pacific region, since this is a regional meeting.
You're right. I don't mean the global organization. From the Asia Pacific region, those who are bigger and real representing organization, I mean.
Yes, absolutely. Like a DPI, it's a global, but it has a regional representative.
Asia Pacific region. Yeah.
Yes, it has a chapter. That's why DPI is invited.
We have a Shoji Nakanishi here. My leader is here, so
does he want to speak? Yeah, does he, Mr. Shoji? Yeah, Mr. Shoji.
And hi, Morani.
Yeah.
And Chair, thank you very much. That's me.
OPDs, okay.
Speak.
Yeah.
And
OPD issue.
we have a share PD and implementation law. Also, each country have. Japan also have. And inside this law, psychiatric patients
I can ask you to add to this.
which who are closed in the hospital. They don't want. But many of them are confined in the hospital. But now Japan have a new law. 2 weeks ago, it passed, and psychiatric patients are celebrated it. So some of them are more than 30 years inside the hospital. But now the government side recognizes this one, and it will be changed because of the CRPD. CRPD drafted by DPI Japan and ESCAP passed it, and UN CRPD passed. So all wide world, this CRPD works now. So in next slide, please discuss about what kind of achievement each country made by CRPD. Sattar also have a good example in the developing country. And we have a developed countries CRPD, accessibility of the whole world, our Japan, all wide, Japan. All the train and the buses are all accessible. And building are accessible. And school is accessible. Then all the disabled joined into the society. And we have a good law which can work in next 10, 20, 30 years. And all the ways of the meeting and the building and the transportation, we can use that's the same like non-disabled. So Morani already enjoyed those training in Japan. So if each disabled visit other country, we can enjoy the full phases of the world. So in this ESCAP meeting, I propose what kind of achievement each country made by CRPD phase and how much effort energy they used for this. Maybe next generation cannot enjoy those worlds, but we can enjoy every field. So I don't want to know each country's how registered and how work it is. So if each country made a achievement, please note about it inside this meeting, and please learn from each country's achievement.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shoji. I think we expect most governments will highlight their achievement. They will not. They may. Some governments will identify challenges, but we, from our experience, most government will focus on their achievement. So if there's any, for example, in Japan, a lot of achievement on some tough issues, right? Maybe you can also advise the Japanese delegation to highlight, those specific issues and achievements, right? Okay. And we will see how to address these other issues you suggested. But overall, from our last consultation, a lot of great recommendations from stakeholder consultations, and our CSO paper will be issued soon in next week. And many of these important recommendations will be put forth in that paper. We will let you know once the paper is issued. Thank you, Mr. Shoji. Now, can I call Mr. S.K. Renta, followed by Moliani? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to quickly dwell on two issues.
Yeah.
The interventions, the statements to be prepared by CSO. I endorse what has been suggested as a matter of strategy. I would like to suggest, while preparing the statement, whether in respect of agenda item number 2 or 3, we would rather, instead of looking at sub-regional disability specific representations, etc., we would take the issues, and on those issues, supposing agenda item number 2, when we are talking of the past, what progress has been made, the statement should be in two parts. One, the important achievements in specific areas. Second, the gaps in spite of the progress in specific areas, where, for instance, accessibility, for instance, building partnerships, international cooperation, for instance, education, employment, social protection. And same should go with respect to the statements to be prepared on behalf of CSO for intervention in respect of agenda item number 3, where we have already identified 4 or 5 core issues, and issue-wise interventions should be prepared, where specifically mentioning the challenge and way forward to address that challenge. That should be in that form. That would make more sense and would lead to concrete recommendations, outcome of the meeting. Now, coming to the second issue which Abdul Sattar raised, uh, I I think that we should not try to get into the representation, conflicting claims of representation. There are global, as you rightly said, there are global organizations having regional presence, and those global organizations like World Blind Union, which has a affiliation with UN and having regional presence, similarly DPI, they should be given due representation, no doubt about it. But it's not a question of either or it's not question of getting bogged down on the issue of getting representation. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for your thoughtful suggestions, Mr. Ranta. Regarding the first issue in terms of how to, I think it's another option, right? You have the 5 to 10 slots. What do you focus on, right? It could focus on employment issue, social protection issue, critical concerns, right? Representing the critical concerns of PWDs. But in terms of sub-regional balance, maybe you can select, a person from a different sub-region in this group is to deliver that statement. I think that can be done, right? You're talking about the content. Right?
Yes,
the content.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's something for the group to consider so that the intervention with CSO on the achievement and challenges from the past decade is really sharp and focused. Each intervention focus on a particular issue. That could be, I think, a way to address it. I also appreciate your comment that you work together as a group, right? Together you amplify the voices of the PWDs, right? Whether global and regional and national, you actually have one identity. That is, we all represent persons with disabilities.
Very right.
So I appreciate that sense of solidarity you emphasized. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so now I would like to call on Ibu Moleni. Your hands has been there for a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Chai Chai. So if I may take this opportunity to on small information relating to the what you say CSO engagements.
Yes.
So ADF, ASEAN Disability Forum, would humbly like to deliver a bit support to the ESCAPs relating to the regional consultations. So these regional consultations, until now, it seems that we can support not only for the ASEAN, for the Southeast Asia, but maybe we can support as well for the other sub-regions. But there's a bit requirement relating to the Abdus regions as well as ASEAN regions that we need a small, we need a small products from the level of national. So we expect that from sub-region, they have already consult to the national level, so that they will bring the voice of national review on and recommendations to be accommodated in the level of regionals. So we will support maybe from, now we have 5 sub-region, isn't it, Ms. Chai Chai?
5 sub-region, yes.
5,
yes.
yeah.
5 sub-regions.
Yeah. So maybe we can support 2 persons from each sub-region to come, and and also we only can support the travel and also the accommodation, hotel accommodations. So, but yeah, such as like I said before, there should be a collective input from the national levels. So I think our each sub-region has already have a forum, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe for the specific group like women's group, we have our own Asia Pacific groups as well, like APWWDU. So APWWDU can also send their representatives. So, but all the representatives should be on the sub-region or region base and cross disability base, so that we can give the fair opportunity to all. So that's the small information from me. So yeah, thank you so much. I think that's enough.
Thank you, Ibu Moleni. Actually, I was going to invite you to share the information. So it's good that you already covered it, because I just want to quickly mention this to the group. Some of them did not participate in the stakeholder consultation earlier, may not be aware that Ibu Mulyani representing both Indonesian CSOs and also ASEAN Development Forum, together with Pacific Development Forum, have been organizing consultations with CSOs. And this was coming out of a last stakeholder consultation. And so far, you have already conducted a national CSO consultation in Indonesia. And now we know you are working hard to organize the regional CSO consultations, right? This is an excellent effort and initiative. And the recommendation from the consultation then can be reported at the intergovernmental meeting. Yeah. Now, Ibu Mulyani, could you confirm the dates for the regional CSO consultation you just mentioned? Have you already decided on the dates?
Yeah, before that we talk together with Pacific Disability Forum that we decide at 16 to 17th meetings, and yeah, and then we hope that the consultation product will be in the CSO statements.
Yes. Yes.
But unfortunately, I heard from you that the CSO statement is in the first day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking of we have to work hard again.
Yeah.
To make it in a concrete statement as well, and also if all colleagues are agreed on it, and we will also select the speakers within us in the consultations.
Yes. So this Ibu Mulyani has just confirmed the dates for regional CSO consultation has been set on 16 and 17 October. This is the consultation led by CSOs. Not organized by the secretariat, right? So the CSOs will discuss among yourself what are the issues concerning us, what are the good practices we want to promote, right? And you want different sub-regions bring their experience and insights at this meeting, and also talk about what are the recommendations you want to make to their governments at the IGM. Ideally, recommendations from the CSO consultation should fit into the joint CSO statement, right? At the opening, if possible, right? So I also heard And the dates I would say is sounds good because the intergovernmental meeting started from 19th. It will run from 19th to 21st. So you have the CSO consultation from 16 and 17, and then maybe you have one day to prepare a bit, and then start the IGM. And also I heard you said you will be supporting two representatives from each sub-regional CSOs, and then support their travel and hotel accommodation in Jakarta. Do you plan to cover their stay in Jakarta just for the CSO regional consultation, or all the way the hotel accommodation cover all the way until the end of the intergovernmental meeting?
Yeah, this is also one of the that we are still discussing about. That is why I actually we got like we can support from 5 sub-region for 5 persons, but unfortunately when we hear that the representations will be at the first day, so that I think we would like to bring them stay until the first day. So that is why I just reduced. But this is not the final. I hope that there will be other support from other supporters to be able to bring more from the representatives. But today I can just say 2 persons from the regional, because we have to stay long until at least for the ADF support until the first day, so that people can be there.
Okay. Okay. That sounds wonderful. So, of course, this is the effort of ADF support, right? In terms of the travel participants. But of course, other organizations can also chip in their own resources to cover if they want to stay a bit longer. And for others who cannot join online, cannot come in person, they can join online. You will make it a hybrid, right? The regional CSO consultation, right?
I forget to inform them.
Hybrid. Yeah. Okay. So in view of that, I think we really appreciate your attempt to make it inclusive. Yeah. Initial idea is ASEAN countries. Now you are making it Asia Pacific, because the Pacific countries are already involved in organizing it. PDF represented by PDF. So I think it's definitely Asia Pacific. I think Ibu Mulyani, may I suggest, because these are there are many details in terms of representation and travel. So in our steering group, we already have 5 sub-region represented. If they can come represent the sub-region, because they are already in steering committee, right? So you may also want to consider that then, because there's not much time left, right? So it may not be feasible for each sub-region to organize the sub-regional forum. I know the ASEAN Pacific Forum are in a position to do that. You started early, but other sub-region, Central Asia, we don't know whether, there's a time for them to organize it, but there's also Central Asia Disability Forum, right? So if they can do it, wonderful. And then they can bring their recommendations and feed into the regional. That's the most logical, like what you did in ASEAN or Pacific, right? You have sub-regional consultation, then feed into the overall regional. That would be great. But if not be feasible, I think you can be also flexible, using the representative in this steering group, right?
I hope that
the sub-regional presence.
Ms. Chai, due to the given to the more opportunity to others, a country that cannot fund their own self, might be there's a sub-region who are very capable to self-fund it.
Yes.
So that we can support each other.
Yes, yes. The self-fund plus the opportunity you offer can come together, right?
Yes.
And then get a more CSO representative in Jakarta. That would be great. So
I will share the TOR as soon as possible to you, to ESCAP, and then maybe you can share to others.
Yeah, I'm happy. We are happy to share, but I would recommend you have a subsequent discussion with the group. About give them a few days, right, and then make a decision. Because as a secretariat, our attention are focusing on the main meeting. There are many things.
Yeah, of course.
The main meeting is government participation, round table. We have 4 round table, and a lot of logistic and admin work. So this one, I think, it will be most efficient. You come discuss directly with the steering group using this mailing list. This morning, we send out that email with the tentative program. You can use that as a group mailing list and organize among yourselves. You can copy us. We just keep us in the loop to know what's your discussion and the progress. But it would be great. The decision can be made by the group together. Because you also need to move very quickly to decide, right? Because the national review, people need to get a visa, who is coming, and all that. So what ESCAP can do is we will provide the sign language support of Sam and John. Once you decide on the date of the next meeting, you want to have a follow-up discussion about the CSO consultation in Jakarta, right? I think a few things you need to discuss. Then we can just book the slot of John and Sam. We can do that for you to cover their service for your follow-up meetings. Maybe you need 1 or 2 more follow-up meetings, then no problem. Then we will book their slots. But we will not be in the driving seats for the follow-up discussions. You can take the lead along with Seta and Mr. P.T. Lim.
Lim is here.
The meeting.
She will lead all the discussions.
That would be great. So that also show the collaboration of these different sub-regional organizations, right? In this joint effort. And then, Ibu Mulyani, I also suggest that you use the follow-up meeting, not only discuss about the CSO consultation, because most of the steering group member will come together. You use that opportunity also discuss the joint CSO statement.
Okay.
Because it will be logical, the recommendation from the CSO consultation going to that joint statement, right? So you may want to discuss some previous, sort of initial draft be prepared in advance, right? Because the meeting will be held on the 16th, 17th, right? Just 2 days before the main meeting. If you draft from scratch, there may not be time, right? So
we will prepare it before, and then
then share it with
finalize.
Finalize during the CSO consultation. Normally, that's what CSO do. You saying this is a draft for consideration, right? And then among the steering committee members, along with because ASEAN, ADF, PDF, and the Indonesia CSOs are, making so great efforts in bring all this together. So I suggest you discuss who will be the best representative to deliver that joint statement. So when that representative deliver, he or she should say, I'm now presenting the statement on behalf of all CSOs, not one organization, right? So you can choose a woman with disabilities, as you suggested earlier. That could be, one consideration, or another person. This is we want to leave it to you yourself, the steering committee member, to make a decision. You already give some suggestions earlier, right? I think it will be great that there is a little bit more discussion with the group. So maybe in the follow-up discussion, can make a joint decision, because I think it will be most logical that the opening session join the statement from CSO reflecting, the key recommendation from regional CSO consultation. Yeah. And I just want to mention that the CSO statement at the opening session can only be 5 minutes, cannot be longer than that, because we do not want, opening has many statements, right? If it's too long, the opening session will be delayed and affect our schedule. So maybe you can highlight the most important issue, and then the other messages can go into the 10 slots that will come later on the agenda item 2 and agenda item 3, right? So Ibu Mulyani, can you include these discussion points in your follow-up meeting with the steering committee members to also see how to, sort of a division of labor, yeah, to allocate the speaking slots on the agenda item. So opening session 1 slot, 5 to 10 slots on the agenda item 2, which is only 3 minutes each. Yeah, minimum 5, right? But you can prepare additional. If you get more slots, then get ready. We have the statement ready, right? Yeah. And then about another 5 to 10 slot on the agenda item 3. So you can include this in your agenda item at the next meeting, follow-up meeting with the steering group. Would that be okay, Ibu Mulyani?
Yeah, sure. No problem. So all the leadership is here.
Yes.
Hear about this one. So
yes,
I believe that they are
okay
ready for that. Oh,
okay, wonderful. Now I see Mr. Selaton. Yes, Mr. Selaton.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. I think we have now concrete roadmap. This is wonderful. And Chai, you have started this roadmap suggestion by saying that we should go ahead with the sub-regions, and Mulyani has developed this idea.
Yes.
And this is wonderful. Yes. And now we have a roadmap. What I want to emphasize that the most important outcome of this intergovernmental meeting for disability organizations is that we will have a chance to raise our voices so that the governments can hear. This is very important. Yeah. I am proudly saying that I have in communication with my government, and I have already talked to our ministry. And we are getting prepared. They are making their own preparation, and they are sharing their ideas with me as well. This is wonderful. What I was trying to say is that we need to come up with more concrete suggestions about the sub-regions and the dates of the meetings. And then also we need to have another focus on the sustainability of the communication of organizations gathered here. Because as we know, the international cooperation between disability groups have produced very effective results till now. And it would be better to have a very sustainable platform.
Yes.
France have already established such kind of Pacific Disability Forums and so on. We also need to have some sessions to improve such forums after the intergovernmental meetings.
Yes. Excellent, fantastic suggestions regarding the sustainable platform for the communication with OPDs and CSOs on disability. I want to just highlight that ESCAP's intention is after the IGM, the Intergovernmental meeting, we want to make major effort to work with all CSOs and OPDs in amplifying your voices because engagement of OPDs is a key recommendation we made to the government. You will see that it's reflected very strongly in the outcome document. And what we plan to do is we want to, now this group, this steering group right now is focusing on preparing for the meeting, correct? But after the meeting, we will continue to utilize this group, this group of champions and advocates, experts. You represent huge resources in terms of disability issues through your various work in different issues. So we will continue to brainstorm with you on how to promote the functions and the roles of OPDs, and also what would be a sustainable mechanism to engage OPDs. So for us, we plan to use this group as a vehicle in developing the concrete follow-up or roadmap, as you said, in terms of the coming decade. So this is right now as a temporary platform, I would say, this CSO steering committee group as our platform. But we hope through further discussion with you, make it sustainable for the long term as well. Yeah. Okay, so I think we are reaching already, we passed the 1 p.m. Is there any other hand? No more hand, right? So we already discussed in quite a detail about the program and also CSO consultation mechanism and how the CSOs can intervene at the IGM. And then the key task right now is to have a follow-up meeting. I would suggest to have at least one, perhaps if two, if needed, to make the decision on the joint statements and interventions during different agenda items and other matters you want to discuss among themselves. And our wonderful sign language interpreters, John and Sam, will continue to support you in the follow-up meetings in the lead up to the intergovernmental meeting. I saw one more hand remaining. Joseph Kwok, do you have any issue you want to raise right now?
Dear Chai Chai, it's not an issue. I just you asked me to brief members about the side event of the champions and promoters. So just very quickly, I wish to say that almost all champions and promoters, except one who is not feeling too well, will join. So about 17 of us, and we will be very pleased to share our journey over the decade in supporting the ancient strategy. And over the side event discussion, we will also identify action agenda individually and as a group, and also as a partner with ESCAP for the post-decade activities. We are preparing the flyer, and that will be ready very soon. And we will be sending out to all CSO steering group members and through you to your partners. We will be consulting with Chai Chai, yourself, and your members how to distribute our flyers to government representatives and to invite them to join. The time will be 20th October during the lunch break hours. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Joseph. That's indeed my intention for you to share the information with the group. And I also understand, Joseph, because I saw Pamela's email, that you intend to make the side event hybrid on 20th during lunchtime. Is that correct? That means
yes.
Okay. So we do still have a meeting room available that day. We can confirm that you can organize because it involves all the ESCAP champions and promoters. We want to give priority to it as well. So we can confirm the allocation of the meeting room on the second day of the event for this particular side event. And we will be also very happy as a co-organizer to share the flyers with the network. But just also let you know, for all side events organized during the IGM, ESCAP will publish the side event information, whether it's a flyer or your tentative program concept note on the event website. So all the participants can see it. And then we will also try to use email to disseminate the list of side events to all participants. So that's what we will do in terms of promoting this and all other side events. And then certainly we encourage all the steering group members, if possible, attend this side event and share your insight and experience and all the issues you have often advocated and use this opportunity. And I understand several champions and promoters are already planning to travel to Jakarta physically. So it makes sense for you to organize the event in hybrid format. Yeah, thank you. So any other? Okay.
I will finish very quick. We mentioned women with a disability several times in our meeting. So what I like to ask you, we can put our women's issues on paper or document and statement. But what I like to ask you, let them be very visible before the people. So they should be seen by all people. The woman is a disability presence here, their existence here. So they also equally participate such a kind of meeting. So many cases we think woman is a disability is supposed to be a very poor thing, but now we have to change. We have been working for 10 years already. It was one of the intern strategy goal. So I really want to know how much we alleviate this woman's issue in Asia Pacific. That's really big question. So after 10 years, I think we need to be more visible in front of the people. So purposely, you should put them in front of the many people. So let them, do certain things, simple things. That's what I like to ask you.
Yes. Thank you, Ms. Yeja. Again, wonderful suggestions. And we can confirm this issue is going to get a lot of highlight during this IGM in the concrete terms. At the opening session, we will have women with disabilities. Those special address will highlight women with disability as one of the topics. Okay, this is opening. And certainly for agenda item 2, some government will highlight in their statements, but are encouraged when the steering group get together to discuss your statements on the agenda item 2. Have this topic as one of the issue to be highlighted, along with other issues, whether it's accessibility, employment, social protection, right? And then again, on the roundtable, the 4 roundtables, we have several women with disabilities, and in different capacity, they will highlight the issue. And we can see from these women leaders with disabilities, how, as you said, it's not something, they are not victims. They are not someone who are waiting for charity. They are leading the cause, right? To make changes, bring changes. Not only you can see that actually many of them not only helping person with disabilities, and they are also making contributions to the overall national socio-economic development. So it's definitely will be on the agenda to be highlighted. Thank you for this recommendation.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So any other issue? If no, I'm checking with my colleagues here. They asked me to highlight again. It's very important for all of you because we want all of you to attend the meeting either in person in Jakarta or online. So please send us your letter of credential and register online. In case you lost that invitation, just let us know. My colleague will resend it to you. So we want to guarantee at least these 25 steering group members will definitely be part of our IGM. And I believe most of you will be able to make interventions in one way or another, including on the side event. So collectively, through this group, we will be able to highlight the most important issues at the intergovernmental meeting. So now this is the time to gather the government's eyes, ears, to pay attention to what you think are most important. And then, of course, after this meeting, we will work together with you in terms of follow-up on the recommendations and the outcome of this intergovernmental meeting. We will continue to draw on the expertise and insights from all of you. So with that, I will close this meeting. And thank you very much for giving time to this and also for supporting the organization of the intergovernmental meeting. We hope you will have productive discussions in your follow-up meetings. And then we will also look forward to hearing the outcome of your further discussions. Thank you very much.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
In Jakarta.
Thank you, John and Sam, for the